I'm joined today by Dermot Collins from 7V. Hi Dermot, thanks for coming along today.
Cleo, thank you for inviting me. How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Great, thank you.
Brilliant. I just wanted to start by going through an outline of what 7V does as an organisation.
So 7V is an organisation. We look at the performances of sales operations, mainly in the technology sector. We work with companies to help improve the performance of the people, the salespeople. We look at three main areas, which is attitude, behaviour and technique. So, in effect, the marketplace has become more difficult, it's become more challenging, and sales operations require far more out of their people. So we help them to achieve the results they need.
Okay, so it sounds like you've got the IT technology market well covered. Can you tell us a little bit more about the types of clients you're working with within that industry?
Yeah, we work with large corporate organisations like BT, companies like Symantec, the security people, right the way across EMEA. So we do a lot of overseas work, and that has its own challenges, you can imagine. Experian, we have companies like Experian, who again, are very well-known global organisations in the financial sector, the credit report people. But we also, Cleo, have small, medium enterprise businesses, companies like ANS, ads people. So a whole array of different companies, from corporates to small, medium enterprise businesses. So we see a lot of people, right?
Excellent. So what led you to become introduced to EIMS? How did that come about?
I was delighted to be. I was. The reason we were introduced was because Symantec, who we were partnering with across EMEA, were already working with the EIMS on lead generation, I believe, at the time. I think that's expanded dramatically, but we got invited to help to tutor the two companies together as far as their sales activities are concerned initially, but not just from a skill set perspective, but to help them work together more effectively as in their own partnership. So it was a great invitation, and we thoroughly enjoyed that challenge. Okay,
and having worked with EIMS directly, what would you say would be your impressions of EIMS as a business?
Do you know what, Chloe? I genuinely believe that EIMS are a fantastic company. They are all about the people. A lot of companies pretend to be, right? But EIMS definitely are. Over the years, I've trained and stood in front of thousands and thousands of salespeople, and one of the things that I've realised is that I'd much rather work with people who want to develop rather than it be forced on them. And I think EIMS are probably in the top few companies that I've ever had the pleasure of coming to help them with. So as far as I'm concerned, yeah, it's been great, and I'm delighted to been invited.
Brilliant stuff. So if you were speaking to a candidate who was looking to get involved with EIMS from the point of view of starting a career with them or developing their career with them, what would be your best advice?
I think if you're lucky enough to be invited, right, take it with both hands. Let me share this with you. I would have loved to have joined when I was at the beginning of my career. That, by the way, doesn't mean I don't love working with them now, but I think genuinely they're interested in the development of people, and that, from a sales perspective especially, is just fantastic. So if you were invited to join the business, and you'd be insane not to. That's my honest opinion. Listen, if my son wanted to become a salesperson, I'd let him work at EIMS. That's for sure. It's really important that people get the right chances in the beginning of their careers. So that's the sort of organisation I would highly recommend.
Okay, thanks Dermot, that was really interesting stuff. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for allowing me to join you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Bye.